wife cheated me with coworker part 3. The moment had finally arrived. I'd played my part perfectly, and now it was time to end this charade. Emma thought she was heading off to a work meeting, but I knew better. She was meeting Jake at a hotel for a weekend rendezvous, and she had no idea I was onto them. She had lied to me so effortlessly, telling me she'd be stuck in meetings all weekend. I smiled, kissed her goodbye, and even told her to have a good trip inside. I was already planning my next move. After she left, I made my way to the hotel where they'd be staying. I'd already arranged everything in advance, making sure that when she checked in, she wouldn't suspect a thing. I spoke to a discreet waiter, slipping him a hefty tip and explaining exactly what I needed him to do. He was more than willing to help, sensing that this was no ordinary delivery. I waited until I knew they'd be in the middle of their little getaway, probably basking in the glow of their affair, thinking they were safe. Then, with everything in place, I sent the waiter to their room. The waiter knocked on the door holding a silver tray with a single envelope on it. My divorce papers. Inside the envelope was also a brief, cold note. Emma, I've known about you and Jake for a while now. Consider this your official notice. Our marriage is over by the time you read this. I'll be gone. Don't bother trying to reach me. Goodbye. Emma opened the door, probably expecting room service or a surprise from Jake. But when she saw the envelope and read the note, I can only imagine the shock and horror that must have washed over her. Meanwhile, I was already one step ahead. I'd turned off my phone, deleted my social media accounts, and made arrangements to stay somewhere she'd never think to look. I wanted to disappear completely, leaving her to deal with the consequences of her actions. By the time she tried to reach me, panicking and desperate, she'd find nothing. No trace of where I'd gone, no way to contact me, just silence. She'd be left alone in that hotel room, the same place where she thought she could betray me without consequence, now becoming the scene of her own downfall. As I drove away from the city, leaving everything behind, I felt a strange sense of peace. I'd done what I needed to do, and now it was time to start over, free from the lies and betrayal,